Good morning, everybody. This is Johnny Vasquez, head honcho at Yarn Nation, and I just wanted to give you a quick update on the campaign that we did last fall for our brand new yarn, Mist, our fingering weight yarn that is based off of our very popular Zephyr yarn. I want to thank you all for your patience as we've been just trying to get through the holidays and transition into the new year. We've actually been doing a lot of traveling ourselves for family and work and all kinds of things. So and moving from Colorado back to California temporarily, and there's just a lot going on our end. But we also over the holidays set up a brand new warehouse. So I'm going to give you guys an update on what's going on with the yarn, and then I'm going to give you a little tour of our fulfillment center. So first, the yarn is here. It's in the warehouse, and we are getting things prepped to get everything shipped out to you guys. We are using the same software that we used last time to allow you guys to choose your yarn colors and any other things that you get to pick through there. And you'll also be able to use that platform to pay for shipping for your product, because we didn't include shipping in the initial campaign. So the good news is that that's all pretty much set up, and we're just waiting on the approval of the company that everything looks good on their end and that they're ready to start taking orders. The other good news is that you'll be able to add on to your order or change your order to a different level if you'd like. So you can grab some additional yarn at a really great price we're not putting out to the public. You'll be able to buy and add skeins on for just 20% off of the normal price. So that's going to be a great deal for you guys, and it's kind of a thank you for your patience and for your support. So that will be going out. My guess is it's going to be going out early next week, just based off of the wait time that we have estimated from the company that's handling those surveys. And then what will happen is we're going to be waiting to get, probably a third to half of those orders in, so that we have a good estimate of how many totes we need to get and in what styles, because we have to buy each style separately. And so then we'll put in that tote order probably the end of next week is my guess, and then from there we will be able to fulfill orders as they come in, as the totes get into the warehouse. So my guess is that it'll be about 2 weeks from the point that we put in the order. So we're looking at 3 weeks or so from the beginning of next week, which is the 16th, I believe. So it's a little bit later than we had hoped that we were going to be able to get things out, but we had some technical difficulties with the survey, and it was going back and forth with them and trying to get things set up was kind of a hassle. So but everything's good now, and we're just about ready to send those out. The good news, also, we're still getting product out way ahead of our original schedule. So that's going to be really great for everybody as well. Rather than March, we're going to be able to start shipping at the beginning of February. So, and we're doing, even though we have the yarn here, we want to make sure that we start getting orders out to you guys before we put the yarn on sale to the public. So we won't probably be releasing Mist to the public until March. So you guys are definitely getting your hands on it before anybody else. So now let's go take a look at our fulfillment center and do a little walkthrough. Okay, so we have opened up our fulfillment center last December, and it looks a little bit like a mess right now, but that's because we're in the middle of moving moving product around. We're getting some stuff ready for our next Black Sheep Society box, and so that's what Donnie's putting together right now. This is yarn that's going to be going out for what was our December box, and he's getting all that stuff prepped. So one thing that we did differently with the yarn this time is, rather than have the dye house twist all the skeins for us, they sent it to us in these big bundles, and so they look like they're a big tangled mess, but they're actually pretty well organized. As you can see, what we do then is, as orders come in, we just twist them ourselves, and it goes a lot faster, but it also saved us a ton of time getting the yarn shipped here, so we can get into your guys' hands a lot quicker as well. Otherwise we were gonna have to wait another like 6 weeks for it to get sent, and it was gonna cost us a little bit more. At least he's practicing her yarn twisting skills.
I'm not very good at yarn twisting.
So there's not a ton to see with the fulfillment center. I mean, it's a lot of shelves, and we're actually in a big storage unit here. Is where we house the yarn and where we pack orders and stuff like that. So this is kind of what happens when your orders come in. Donnie will print out your packing list, and then he comes here and grabs the product and puts the orders together, and then he'll twist up your yarn and put them in the bags, and then he slaps your shipping label on and takes it over to the post office, and then it's on its way. And you can usually get orders out within 24 hours that way with no problem. One thing I do want to show you guys is the 2 new colors that we have coming out this time. We had discontinued a couple colors, and we replaced those with a new yellow and a kind of like a, I want to say, we're hoping it would be a little bit more tan, but it's a little bit kind of like an off-white, or like a really light brown, I guess to say. It's not really brown. We call it seashell. So
Off-white.
It's an off-white. So this is seashell right here, and it doesn't look like it's that different until you put it next to Sand Dollar, which is our white yarn. Sand Dollar's that white one there, that little.
Oh, that ball.
Yeah. Oh, you can see here. So you can see that there is a difference in shade. There's a little bit more brown in the seashell, which is what we wanted. We wanted a neutral that was on the lighter end, kind of like an oatmeal was what we were going for. And then we have Meyer, which is our new yellow. We had a yellow before. It's called Sunshine. Where's that one?
It's down in that box
Sunshine?
at the end.
I don't really like this one.
And we never really liked how Sunshine looked. It looked like a little kind of like pale green to us. So you can see it was a lot like our lemongrass color. It just didn't do very well for us. So we asked our dye house to come up with a new yellow, and I think now seeing them together is a huge improvement. This is much more kind of like a lemon yellow, a lot brighter, and I think you're going to really enjoy it, especially coming up in the spring and summer. A lot of these colors are just going to go fantastic together. So that is our 2 new colors, Meyer and Seashell. And yeah, I'm going to let these guys get back to work organizing and getting stuff packed up, and we are going to start taking your orders very, very soon. So keep an eye on your inbox for those surveys coming in. And the faster you get the survey to us, the faster that we can get everything else moving. But expect things to start shipping at the beginning of February. I know that we had planned on doing it earlier in January, but like I said, we had some issues with the software that we were using to handle the surveys. So now we've got all that worked out, and we'll be able to move forward without any further delay. So thanks so much, and we will see you guys soon. Yarn on.